Retiring early is a dream for a lot of people. The new research shows half of all workers now have less than $10,000 saved for retirement. Half, less than 10. But that's not enough to retire even at a normal age. So what are some of the obstacles to early retirement? We're about to find out. Certified Financial Planner Joe Bert is here for today's Money Monday topic. Always good to see you,
Morning,
Joe.
John.
Appreciate you coming in today.
Good to be here.
Okay, let's start with this.
Sure.
Are people spending just way too much money regardless of the income?
Yeah, you know, we all go out and buy that stuff. You buy that $1,500 high-definition TV. In a few years, it's worthless. You go buy that new car. 5, 10 years down the road, it's worthless. And it's, yeah, we buy the stuff. We're not saving. We're not investing. We're buying the stuff. You
know, for a lot of people, they say it's impossible to save in your 20s. You maybe start to save in your 30s. But I've seen a lot of guys who say, come on, you can always find 2, 3, 4%, right?
Well, when you see that line at Starbucks, John,
yeah,
you know,
that's a good point.
You don't have to spend that $5 or $6 for the, and it's a matter of discipline. That's what it's all about. And unfortunately, we don't learn that lesson early enough.
So where's a good place to start, no matter what your age? I assume if your company offers a 401k, you got to start somewhere, right?
That is the best place to start because it's discipline. It's taking the money automatically out of your paycheck. You don't see it. And if you don't have a 401k at work, you can set up an IRA to come out of your checking account. You have to force yourself to save. If we didn't force ourselves through Social Security, we wouldn't have Social Security. So it's got to be an add-on to Social Security, and that's the secret.
Do you find that to be true, is if you take it out before you ever notice, you don't even miss it?
Exactly. And people learn to live on less. And the problem is we get that raise, we spend it. And sometimes we spend more than a raise. We put it on the credit card, and we really create some problems. If you force yourself to save early, take it out of your paycheck. By far and away, that's the best way to go. They say we need to save about 10% of our paycheck to even just have a chance of getting there.
So 10% bare minimum.
Yes, exactly.
To get there.
Oh, yeah.
For early retirement.
Try to talk about trying to retire early. The problem is retiring early. You haven't saved enough when you got there, and then you've got a lot of years in retirement. If you retire at 55, statistically, I've got a plan for at least 30 years in retirement.
Not only that, but you're not getting as much through your pension if you have one,
exactly.
or your Social Security benefits are greatly reduced.
Exactly.
Okay, next up, I find this interesting.
Sure.
It makes sense, obviously, but it's interesting to hear. One of the reasons people have a big family.
Oh, you have 4, 5, 6 kids, you know, you're talking about a lot of money, and hopefully they got good educations because you're going to end up living with them for the most part.
Now, I'm sure people say, come on, that was a family decision. Well, yeah, it is.
It is, but it is, in fact, a reality. It is, in fact, a reality. The one thing I think that in fact, I read an interesting article last week. A lot of people don't have enough life insurance. You know, the people aren't buying the insurance that we did 20, 30 years ago, and unfortunately, the breadwinner dies, and you leave 3, 4 kids with no insurance. It's a mess. You can get term insurance. Buy term insurance is the best way to go.
And I've heard, and maybe you've seen the same thing, that the cost for insurance is one of the few things that's going down.
Exactly.
Have you seen that to be true?
Oh, yeah, because life expectancy are down. But people buy the wrong kind of insurance. You want to buy pure term insurance, get a 20 or 30-year term insurance, go to direct quote, go online, get it, because it's the best thing you can do for your family. Because, you know, heaven forbid something happens to the breadwinner, you really got some problems.
And finally here, you know, we talked about that half of all people have less than $10,000.
Yeah.
So as people head off to work today, what's the one thing they can do, or is there one thing that you can do to start moving in the right direction?
Start focusing on working toward putting 10% of your paycheck in your 401k.
So even today, going to change the allocation.
Exactly. Get started. That's the key.
All right, Joe Bert, what's your website in case people want to check you out?
You can reach me at financialgroup.com or Google me, Joe Bert, B-E-R-T.
And you pop up first.
Thanks, John.
Always good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you.